Hello everyone, another doggy here and welcome to my channel to see another video about Path of Exile. As you guys can see, this is my main character, Lightning Strike Slayer. Now I'm at level 99 and XP bar is also at 99. So this character right now is at 99.99. So at the beginning of this video, I'm going to level this character to level 100 by using the strategy created by another content creator called Anime Princess. I'm going to put the link of the strategy in the description. But first, let's just get into the map. This is just a normal T16 fields I often farm on these maps. So, but how does this strategy works? First, you should find the shrine, the evolution shrine created by your scraps. So, and then you hit the branch just like normally you farm currency. So let's first get into the shrines. These shrines look like a normal shrine, but the buff looks like a hand with some marks around the hand. So I found the shrine. Let's just click the shrine and hit the branch. Because this character have wear the headhunter, so sometimes I've been teleported to some place I didn't want to go, so it's not easy to control. But since the defense layer is decent, I didn't I don't worry about the damage I taken from the monster and the clean speed. Well, this is a lightning strike, so the clean speed must be good. And right now I can feel I almost get 100. So let's do a countdown, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Almost there, almost 100. Wow! Congratulations to myself. I hitting 100. And this is actually the first character I get to 100 in these leagues, because the price of scarabs, it's actually pretty high about 2 weeks ago. So before 2 weeks ago, I don't have the enough currency to buy the scarabs, so I just giving up to leveling. And right now, because the market is stable, so I just hit the 100. It's not easy, because when you get into this stage at level 99, you die once, you will lose 10% of HP. That means you waste about like 20 minutes. So the most important thing while leveling 100, of course, is not dead and being alive. But to do that, you should be the first, of course, you should get a good defense layer. But even you get good defense, if you don't focus on your character, you're probably gonna be dead. So actually, at the beginning of the evening, I was to leveling while listening to the American presidential debate, but then I find that is too funny. I cannot while doing the two things at the same time, so just focus on leveling. And I've just finished the maps. After that, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this character and this build. Well, it have some problems to solve. So let's teleport to my headouts and look at the character. At the beginning of this league, since everyone said this is a melee league, so I also make a melee build on my Slayer. At that time, this character is a ground slam of earth shaking Slayer. So I was holding a big giant axe to slam the monster, but before do the slam, I need to using war cry like 4 or 5 times. So during the campaign stage, I do not have the many sockets, so I don't have too many war cry. That will be no problem to manually do all the war cry. But after I get into the maps, I find that build needs about 4 or 6 war cry in total. So manually doing all the war cries will make my hand will feel pretty pain. So another way to do the war cry skill is using the gems to make all the war cry function like aura. But I also tried, and I'm facing a huge mana issue. I know some ways to solve the mana problem, but at the time that will be nearly 2 weeks after the league begin. So I have 2 options. One is to continue invest into the melee builds, and another is to completely transform my builds into another build, which is right now I'm playing a Lightning Strike Slayer. So I choose the transform. I sold all my gear. I actually make a little bit currency by doing that, and make this build into a lightning strike build. So I look at the search on the YouTube and find a YouTuber called Fubgun. So his video and his POB helped me a lot about how to build the lightning strikes there. But since his build is not cheap enough, so I also browse around and check the POB Ninja to find what else the other people do about their lightning strikes there. So at that time, even nowadays, the lightning strikes there is still the most popular builds on POB Ninja. So you will see a lot of people to solve their problem using their own method. I learn from them and I learn a lot. So for me, this build, this lightning strikes there mainly have two problems you might need to solve. So one is accuracy, and another I call that breakpoints. So let's just talk about a little bit. So at first, let's talk about accuracy. Since lightning strike slayer often use lots of unique items like this unique ring, the timey, and the unique amulet, unique belts, this is my headhunter, and the unique boots. So you will find that you do not have enough room to get enough currency you need. The only two gear you maybe can search for accuracy, one is from your weapon and another is from your gloves. But if you get the accuracy from your weapon, that is also mean you deal less damage. But if you check the POB Ninja, you will find there are still some people trying to do so, and they often will spend some skill points here on accuracy mastery. So they spend 1, 2, 3, 4 points here, and maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 points here. So in total, they will spend at least 8 points into accuracy mastery. That is will also make they deal less damage. And I personally do not think that is the right choice you're gonna make. This is not a solution to the accuracy problem. Then, how do we deal with the accuracy problem by putting points here on Resolute Technical? Well, it's not possible because lightning strike also deal a lot of critical strike damage. I think nobody will put points here, but the hits cannot be invaded. It's a good choice. So the solution to the accuracy problem is to get hits cannot be invaded on your shield. That means you're using this unique shield here, or to craft a weapon to have the hits cannot be invaded like this. So our final solution is a weapon without hits cannot be invaded, but have lots of damage, have more damage, and a unique shield, or a weapon have less damage but have the hits cannot be invaded with a shield like this or this. Well, you can still get the damage from your shield, so that will be fine. After we deal the accuracy problem, let's check another problem which I called breakpoints. If you read the documents written by Fubgun, you will notice that he recommends before going to the T70 maps, the lightning strike slayer should at least reach 3 breakpoints. The first one is, 100% chance to reduce extra damage from critical strike. The second one is 100% chance to spread spell damage. Well, a lot of builds requires you to reach that. And the third one, and it's the last one, is a 100% chance to avoid elemental animates. These 3 breakpoints, they are not isolated. The second one and the third one actually link together because this build also using this unique jewel. Half of the chance to spread spell damage will be transformed to the chance to avoid elemental animates. So because it's a little bit complex, so let's deal with the easiest one, the first one, chance to reduce extra damage from critical strike. So if you're using some unique shield like this, you can get the 20% chance from your shield here, and the body armor we are using can give you 70 because you have 7 enduring charges, and each of the enduring charges will give you 10%. 7 means 17%. So the rest 10% will come from your skill tree. I got the last 10% from my Timeless Jew. So this Heart Seeker will give me the last 10% reduce extra damage from critical strike damage. So 10 is here, 20 is here, and 17 is here, and I got 100%. That is me, I'm immune to the extra damage from the monster. So if you check the defense layer, you can see this. Sorry, I'm using the wrong shield. Okay, this is minus 100. I'm immune to the enemy critical extra damage. And the second breakpoint is a 100% chance to spread spell damage. And just like I said before, this build requires to using many unique items, so the room for chance to suppress spell damage is quite limited. You can get that from your hamlet, and you can get that from your body armor and from your gloves, but these three parts cannot make you reach 100, of course. So we need some points from the skill tree, like this one, spell suppression mastery. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 points, the small nodes will give you 8. The big node will give you 15, and you are noticing some node like this will give you 10% chance to suppress spell damage, but only when you on full life. I will explain that later. This is a trap, and you only take those four nodes will not make you 100%. So sometimes you may need do something like put some tattoo here and here. Each tattoo will give you plus 2% chance to suppress spell damage, but this tattoo is quite expensive on the markets. One tattoo will cost you about 4, maybe 5 divine. I'm not sure. So if you need like a 10% chance to suppress spell damage, you need 5 tattoo. That's 20, maybe 25 divine. That's quite expensive. So, but if you really play this build, you are noticing that 100% chance to suppress the spell damage is not enough. I will explain that right now because of this Jew. So the third and the last breakpoint is a 100% chance to avoid elemental elements, and to get that, the only way to get that from your gear is the body armor. You can get 25% chance to avoid elemental elements. Now this 25% is from here. And if you check the build made by Fubgun, he also do the life nodes here. So the small node will give you 4%, and the big node will give you 8%. The 4 nodes will give you 20% chance to avoid elemental elements. So 25 is here, 20 is here, and you need extra 55% chance to avoid elemental elements, and that 55 is from the unique Jew we are talking about. So half of the chance to suppress spell damage will be transformed to the avoid elemental elements. You need 55 chance to avoid elemental elements. That is mean you need at least 110% chance to suppress spell damage. But when you at a full health, this 10% will be count. But well, during the map, or sometimes you will be hitting by the monster, or you will using some skills will cost you life, not your mana. That means you will not at full life at all the time. So this 10% will not be count. That is mean at your hideouts, if you do nothing, you make your life at a full stage, you at least need 120 chance to suppress spell damage. Yeah, that is not a small number, and we have actually 3 ways to do so. So first way is we are already talking about this tattoo. So 1 tattoo here, 1 tattoo here, and because we need more chance to spread spell damage, maybe you will do tattoo here, 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 here. That is will cost you a lot of currency, of course. And the second way to do is buy a watcher's eye like this one. So it is also not cheap. This is a 666 perfect watcher's eye, and can give me 40 chance to suppress spell damage while affected by grease, this aura. So this is also a solution. But if you do not have the currency to buy a tattoo, and you neither do not have the currency to buy the watcher's eye, what you can do is just cancel some points like this, and to put the points here. That will give you 3% chance to spread spell damage, and here that will give you 10% chance here, and here. So, and what I noticed on POE Ninja is some people, they do not pick these points, so they pick the point here and here. Here is 5% chance to spread spell damage, and this is a 12% chance to spread spell damage. So you can take this one or this one to get enough chance to suppress spell damage, and that chance to suppress spell damage will transfer by this unique jewel to make you immuted to chill, to shock, to some elemental elements. So if you watch this video until now, you will maybe ask a question. So why I'm using the unique shield? So because the unique shield will not giving you the chance to spread spell damage, and this unique shield will not give you the chance to avoid elemental elements. So that is also I'm thinking about at the beginning of these leagues. At the last stage, I just buy some gear and transfer my character to Lightning Strike Slayer. I'm using this shield, but after playing this character for a quite long time, I think this shield is maybe not good enough for me to use, so I don't want to. So this shield can give me the hits cannot be invaded. So at that time, I'm using this weapon. This weapon can give me really good damage. But after that, I think I'm using some new shield like this one or this one. So I will talk about this shield. So this shield can give me, first of course, it's reduce extra damage from critical strike, of course, and it also can give me chance to avoid elemental elements. Well, I'm very lucky to get this one. So that is mean I can cancel all the extra life points here to invest more in my damage. And I think it's very good because this shield itself also gives me extra damage. So I'm using this shield here, and because this shield cannot give me the hits cannot be invaded, I must using some weapon like that. This weapon can give me hits cannot be invaded. So everything is linked together, this build. So that is quite funny. So I think this setup might be the final version of my build. Because I don't have the Nimis, the unique ring, so and I don't have any GG items. I will continue to play this character for in the next time. But if you have any question about Lightning Strike Slayer, or you do not know how to reach the 3 breakpoints, or you have another way to solve the problem I mentioned, so very welcome to leave the comments about this build. So thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one.